What's up guys, I'm Isaac here at Backroad Harley-Davidson, and I'm here with your new bikes of the week, the Harley-Davidson CVO Road Glide and the Harley-Davidson CVO Road Glide ST. And today, we're gonna help you decide which CVO is right for you. With 2024 bringing a lot of changes for the Harley-Davidson models, and especially on the Grand American Touring lineup, such as the Road Glides that you're seeing right here. So now we have not only the CVO Road Glide, but the CVO ST. And so we're going to talk about some of the differences between the two and really help you decide which one's going to be right for you. Is it going to be the more dedicated CVO for touring and just all-day comfort and riding coast to coast, or the one that's made to do it a little bit quicker? So you probably saw our video already where we talked about all the benefits of the CVO ST. So this one's available in two colors. It's going to be available in the gold and white. Then you're going to have the black version, or the Raven Metallic. And so this one's all blacked out, and they're both going to have the forged carbon all over on them. It's going to be the newer body style, but this one's going to rock that 121 high output motor, the mini floorboards, and the more aggressive stance, and fewer of the bells and whistles. Lots of bells and whistles, but performance-oriented ones. So you're not going to get the extra speakers in the bags, you're not going to get the heated grips, but you are getting adjustable suspension for both the rear and the front of this motorcycle. They're both made by Showa. And one of the first things you'll see here is that this bike isn't set up for a passenger. You know, it's made for one pilot of this machine. So you'll see it has the forged carbon little seat cowl back here, and there's not a spot for passenger pegs. Now, of course, most of those can be added on, but that would be an additional add-on. When you're looking for a CVO, you're looking at kind of have most everything already on it. Whereas, like on that one already has what you might be looking for. But this one, again, is going to be one that's set up for someone that's going to be really looking to push this bike a little bit harder. I mean, it not only does it have all the ride modes, but it's also going to have track mode for really pushing this bike aggressively in back-to-back turns. And so I'll go ahead and show you what that riding stance looks like on this bike. Again, it's a little bit more aggressive a riding stance, and it has these mini floorboards. So with the bigger floorboards, you have more room on them, but you've got a better chance of scraping them in the turns. Whereas this bike, again, made to be ridden pretty aggressively in those turns. So it got the mini floorboards. Big heavy breather right there, and it's ready to suck in air and put out power to the wheels. So it's gonna be a super fun bike to ride. Again, Raven Metallic, again with the paint match interfering, and a little bit lower windshield too. So sitting up here, I'm gonna get a little bit more of that air, but when I'm sitting down here where I'm gonna be ripping this bike, I'm gonna be a little bit more ducked underneath. I'm gonna be a little more tucked underneath that wind. And I'm really locked into this seat too, with that little bit extra padding there on the back end of it. So yeah, this is a really fun bike, but again, it's pushing a little bit more on that performance-oriented scene. So that is the CVO ST. Now, this is the 25th anniversary of the Harley-Davidson CVO lineup. So both these bikes are going to have the 25th anniversary insignias both on the tank console and up on the front of the fairing. But moving over to this bike, this is going to be a little bit more classy. This might be a little bit more of what you're used to. So again, both are 24 Harley-Davidson Road Glides. Both are rocking a 121 motor, whereas that's the high output version. This is the VVT version. So it's going to give you a little bit more power, more torque throughout the whole RPM range. Whereas on that one's really made to be wide open all the time. And so this one, again, it's just got a few more accessories, and it's going to be a little bit easier to put a tour pack on too. So what you're looking at, you know, this is the copperhead color. The other color this bike is offered in is going to be in the legendary orange, which is pretty classic for it being a 25th anniversary edition. So this one's super sharp, and again, it's going to be a little more comfortable for a rider and passenger. So it's already set up for a passenger. You've already got their seat, you've already got the pegs, and then it's just a little bit more comfortable. So what you'll see right here, sanded up, a little bit taller bars, bigger floorboards, just overall a little bit more comfortable riding experience. And so I've got a little bit taller windshield too, and I've got the Rockford Fosgates in this fairing. Rockford Fosgates are also in that fairing behind me, but then I've got more speakers right here on the bags. So now on this bike, I'm gaining the heated grips, the passenger comfort, the extra speakers, and an overall more comfortable riding position. But the caveat is I am losing the adjustable suspension for the front and rear and the more performance-oriented capabilities. Now again, it's still 121 cubic inch Milwaukee 8, so I mean it's still gonna put in some pretty good work. But it's just designed to be a little more around town or a little more open road touring. Another difference you're going to see on these are going to be the wheels. So whereas those are laser etched for the CVO ST, these are going to be rocking the more traditional CVO wheels we've been seeing late, with the spokes to the outside of the rim, still allowing you the benefits of spokes and a tubeless tire. So lots of good benefits on each of these bikes. It's all going to be about the type of riding that you're going to be doing. Now, one advantage, or at least another advantage to both of these bikes, is that they are both Harley-Davidson Road Glides. So they're going to be very customizable. So you want that windshield on this one, or passenger pegs on this one, or better suspension on this one. Those are all easy things you can get knocked out. Ton of aftermarket support for both of these motorcycles, and both are fully loaded for their respective areas. So the top of the line touring motorcycle and the top of the line sport touring motorcycle. So if you have questions about either of these bikes, be sure to drop a comment below or come see us here at Back Road Harley-Davidson. And in the meantime, ride safe, and we hope to see you out here soon looking for your Harley-Davidson CVO or CVO ST Road Glide.